Hello, all. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for July 31st. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, I will shuffle live. During meditation, Spirit showed me a coot. It is also called a mud hen. And to me, what I got was, it's like you're trying to go with the flow, is what it felt like. But some were like giving it a little bit of a pushback. And to me, what this signifies is the fact that there's an opportunity here. And what I say to that is take a chance on something, although it may seem foolish to others, as long as it aligns with you or your values. Because if it does, then it won't be imprudent, right? So take that how it resonates. All right. If it does align with you, it will be prudent. You know, if it does not align with you, then, you know, it could be an unwise decision. So take it how it resonates. Whoa. Okay. 7 of Cups. Yeah, remember I was saying with the cards, there was like like some of you were, like the energy that I got was some were like, I'm going with the flow. And then some other people are like, I don't know. You know, there's some pushback, some resistance to going with the flow. Figure out whether this aligns with you or not. Ultimately, that's going to be your key lynch here, to see whether that aligns with you or not. Okay. All right. And as I am shuffling here, remember everybody that these are general readings, not one-to-one readings. So check out your sun, moon, rising signs, or whatever sign on your chart you are focused on at the moment. All right, my dear ones. And if this does not resonate at all, please consider clicking that subscribe button so I am better able to connect and embrace your energies here during the readings, okay? For everybody who has subscribed, thank you so much for being the heartbeat of this channel. And for those who have donated, thank you for supporting me while I strive to make New Hope Tarot monetize through YouTube. So thank you so very much for that. And for all who like, share, and comment, thank you for letting me know that this is connecting with you. So thank you very, very much. The affirmation is, it's really, I mean, it's impalpable. It's just so wonderful that I get that from you. So thank you so very much. Let's discuss this 7 of Cups here, you guys. Just like the coot that I got, it felt like, you know, there's indecision whether you need to move forward or not. Here's that Wheel of Fortune one more time that I showed earlier. Yeah, sift through the details of whatever it is you want to go. Make sure that when you're making a decision, it's based on your values, on your needs, on your wants, and it does align. Don't base your decision based on somebody else or based on an impulse of something that you want so desperately, even though it doesn't align with you. Okay. So make sure that you're really, really, really connecting with whatever it is you're wanting to do, right? Whatever opportunity is there. Okay. Let's take a look at your cards. We have the Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It feels here, remember I was saying the energy that I was connecting with, it feels like you are kind of going against something, whether it's going against your gut instinct, going against somebody else that's around you that is saying, no, don't no, don't go do this. This is a foolish thing to do. And you're going, no, I'm going to do this because it feels right for me. Or whether you're going against something that does align just because it may be risky. You know, take it how it resonates, because this is how you're feeling internally. There's that tug and pull that I was talking about. Some of you are really going with the flow, and some of you are really going against the flow. And ultimately, you have to go inside. You have to do a little bit of soul searching, just like I was saying here with the Seven of Cups. Do a little bit of soul searching, check out to see what does align with you. Then go, once you are aligned and you have a clear idea as to why you're moving forward, right? Because you are certain of why you're moving forward. You're certain that this is what you want. You're certain of everything. Then and only then will this work out for you. Okay? If it does not align and you've done that soul searching, it does not align, then it's, again, just like I was saying with the coot, as long as it aligns, it'll be prudent, right? If it doesn't, then it could be an unwise decision. Okay? I don't even think we need clarifiers for this. This is incredibly clear. So let's go ahead and get going on the readings here. We have King of Swords. Oh, we're doing Leo, sorry. King of Swords. The Chariot in reverse, Sovereign, and Purity in reverse. All right, Leo. Let's get your energies here. Leo, what I'm getting here for you is the fact that you're standing strong. You're standing incredibly confident in your stance, where you're like, you know what? Before I move forward, I need to really know where I'm headed. And it feels like you're being incredibly honest here with yourself. It feels like you may be dealing with a situation or a person here where you may be thinking, or they may be thinking, oh, you're kind of holding them at bay. And yes, maybe you are holding them at bay, but you're not making a decision based on them. You're making a decision based on what your needs are, so that you're not stringing something along because it may not be aligning with you or may not be right for you. I am going to get some clarifiers here just to be on the safe side. Specifically here. Yeah. Yeah. Just like I was saying, you may be, this person may see you as not being fair, right? But the reality is that you want to know if this, whatever this situation is stable enough for you to move forward. And if you want to really give it the time and energy that it deserves, if it deserves it. And if you don't have the time, or you don't feel like it's worth it and it's not giving you everything that you need, then you just might cut it off. But you don't know whether you will or won't until you really consider and get that stability here, because it feels like here that you're like, I just need to take a moment and really get my grounding, my bearing straight before I decide anything. So I say that that's the wisest decision. So good for you, Leo. I like it. All right, Virgo. We have the Empress, Five of Swords in reverse, the Alchemist in reverse, Abundance. All right, Virgo, let me connect with the energies here, okay? I like the fact that we start with the Empress and abundance. So you start with abundance, but even though she looks like homely a little bit, like this abundance feels like inner abundance, like you're happy, you're satisfied. This abundance feels like I'm really happy and I'm really satisfied. Although you may not see how something is going to come about, it feels like you have kind of relaxed and taken a back seat and not be the driver of, you know, this life at this moment. It's like you're living life and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna let God, the universe, take the wheel on this situation in order for it to come out, yeah, in order for it to come out successful. Because it feels here where you may have been overly focused at one point. Now you're just saying, you know what, I'm going to pull back. I am just going to allow, and I'm going to focus on me. And I'm going to focus on other things other than being overly focused on one thing. Feels like you're branching out a little bit on in different avenues, kind of, again, releasing the reins. I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Yeah, you let go of the reins for sure. You don't know how it's going to happen. I mean, really. Yeah. I love the fact that you feel free here. I love the fact that you're like, I'm not hurting for anything. I'm doing really good. I just feel good. I feel confident things are going to come to me. I like this, Virgo. Good for you. That's the way to be. If you're not there yet, that's the energy you need to be in. Okay. Libra, we have Knight of Cups, 10 of Swords in reverse, Patience in reverse, and Nature's Signs in reverse. You know, Libra, it feels here that like you're being a little bit passive in regards to something. It feels like change needs to happen, but you are resisting it a little bit. Even though you're running out of patience in regards to a situation. It's like it's almost like you're forcing yourself to have the patience is the energy that I'm getting. It's like you're forcing yourself to have patience regarding something and fighting against that and the change. You're actually missing a lot of the signs or ignoring some of the signs that the universe is bringing forth is what it feels like here, Libra. Because it feels like there's something that needs to happen, but you're not letting it go. Yeah, see, there's like literally what I just said. There's a change. It's like you're resisting a change. It's like you're not even inspired. Yeah, you're not inspired to make the change that's necessary. You really are going against your heart. And I feel like you're being compliant towards a situation out of kindness, out of, I don't know, loyalty maybe. Yeah. This is no longer working for you. It's no longer working for you. It could be a relationship, but I don't feel it's necessarily a relationship. It could have been something that you truly did enjoy, but like this joint partnership, whatever kind of partnership this is not working anymore. And you really have a choice, but you're not making the choice. You're not. And I'm telling you, there's signs all around. You're able to create this change, but you're not paying attention, or you're ignoring them. There's signs all around. Libra, what are you doing? Why you need to ask yourself, why are you not making the changes? Why are you being complacent in regards to a situation? Scorpio, the Magician, 7 of Wands in reverse, withdraw. Nope, they want another one. Self-love, divination. Right. Scorpio, let me connect with the energies real quick, okay? Scorpio, it feels here that you're having a very difficult time creating the necessary boundaries. That you need. Because it does feel like you need to take a little bit of time out here for you to ground yourself, for you don't feel like this has anything to do with self-love or self-worth or anything. It just feels like just self-care is really the words I'm getting. You need some time you need to walk away some, block out some, wow, I can't even speak. It feels like you need to take some time out to give yourself a little bit of self-care here. I mean, that's with this divination. It's like this person is meditating, taking time for them. And that's what it feels like. And it feels like you're not able to create that. I feel like you can, block out time, from family, from work, for friends, whatever. But it feels like you're having a difficult time creating that, or you're not doing it. And it feels like you have to do this to take care of you. That just fell out. Let's take, yeah. You're not balanced. I mean, and look. Do you see the infinity sign right there? Look at, it's even the same color. I'm getting the notion that this may have to do not only with just self, but if you're not taking care of you, then your decisions, the decisions that you're making, are not as sharp as they usually are. Okay. Yeah, it's time to gain your stability. This could be, in regards to finances, or in regards to a marriage, a job. And what I mean by finances, even though the Four of Wands isn't necessarily about finances, let's say you're making some poor decisions in regards to finances. I don't know what kind of job you have, an accountant or whatever, or perhaps you're just mismanaging your account, or perhaps you don't feel like you have the funds to take that time to give yourself for self-care. The finances has something to do with it, because the word finances really, it came out strong, and it has nothing to do with the Four of Wands. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. If you're worried, yeah, you're worried about finances. You're worried about finances. Listen, the more you worry about finances or the more you worry about anything, you have a lack mentality. You need to kind of just, I understand being concerned about money, but having self-care doesn't necessarily cost anything. You can just go for a walk. You can take 5-10 minutes for yourself, whether it's first thing in the morning, having a cup of coffee, just taking time for you. Okay, sitting outside in silence, sitting inside in the darkness in silence. I don't care where you do it, I don't care how you do it, but whatever works for you, take 5-10 minutes a day. Start with that and then grow that. Okay, grow with that because it's going to help you a lot. All right, Sagittarius, what do we have for you, my dears? 5 of Cups in reverse, Goddess Ella. Ooh. So work, protect your dreams. All right, Sagittarius, let me connect with your energies here. Sagittarius, I'm getting the sense that you are it feels like you've healed from something, but it also feels like you're searching for something as well. So what I mean by that is, let's say you were in a past relationship and you've already healed from that, right? And you're feeling more confident than ever, but it also feels like there's something that you're trying to build and grow. This could also be about finance or self-growth, finance. Also feels like you're trying to create a dream, but something that you want to do. So let's say you want to be a writer, right? It feels like you're trying to connect the dots, how to grow in that field, how to expand in that field. But it feels like you don't know how to. So perhaps you left a job and you felt confident in doing so, or you left a relationship and you feel confident you've healed from the past, but it also feels like you're searching for something. Like maybe you're searching for a new job, maybe you're searching how to create this this new dream, because and take it how it resonates in your own energies, because I'm just giving examples here. Okay. Did you see all that just pop out? 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. It feels like you're trying to gain your independence, grow your wealth, balance, or not balance, justice. I feel like, I do feel like you've healed from something, and I do feel like you leaving something was the right decision. I can't even state no. Okay, we have the Hangman, Page of Swords, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. Yeah. It does feel here that you've let go of somebody that could have been a little bit on the sharp edge, or a situation that no longer worked for you. I feel like I feel like you were clear for a little bit. It feels like you're trying to grow something independently, uh, grow something, work. It's like you're working on something independently. But again, there's no direction. And you don't know how to choose what path to go. But it looks like you're going, how do we help them? Like you're wanting to grow your finances. How do we get them to connect with what they need? The Star. What other one? Okay. Everything is in reverse here, Sag. We have the Star, Three of Cups, and Ace of Swords. I'm just going to look at these cards for a second. Okay, what I'm getting here is if you don't get out and get different ideas, don't, because it feels like you are way too in yourself, because all of these cards came out in reverse. It feels like you're way too in, like within, and you're not exploring different ideas. That you need to break out of the way you're doing things, right? If you are doing the same thing over and over and over again, you need to break out of that. There's no way for you to make a change if you don't change something up. You know, I mean, that would be ridiculous, right? You can't expect to have blonde hair if you don't color it, right? If you have brown hair and you're trying to be blonde, then there's no way for you to have blonde hair unless you do something about it, right? I mean, I know that's a ridiculous example, but in order for you to make a change, you need to make a change. Things just don't overnight just change just because. You need to make a change, which means that you need to do something different, right? Because all these cards came out in reverse. And this is telling me there's no way for you to find the guidance that you need and the direction that you need if you're being antisocial, if you don't get out there, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and you don't go out and expand and learn new things and grow and things like that, there's no way for you to become this success that you're looking to have. All right. So take it how it resonates, my darling. All right, Capricorn, what do we have for you? The Hangman in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, boundaries, and look in a book. Let me connect with the energies, Cap. Cap, it feels here that it's almost like you're refusing to let go of something that you know you have to let go of. It feels like you are preparing for this to just kind of drop off. But it feels like you're preparing from the inside. So okay, so how am I going to say this? So basically, let's say you're in a relationship Okay. Let's say you're in a relationship and you know this relationship is mediocre at best. There's um, really good days some days, but for the most of the time, it is at best mediocre. All right. Kind of more like your roommates. And even though you guys get along, okay. But you're not really behaving as a couple or whatever this looks like. It feels like there's distance here, even though you're in the same place, or maybe perhaps you really are distant. I'm not really sure, but that's what it feels like. Here there's a disconnect. Ultimately, that's what it feels like. There's a disconnect between you and somebody else, or you and a situation. But it feels like you're waiting for the shoe to drop, even though you know that this doesn't work. This is not working. But it feels here with this boundaries and reverses that it feels like you are setting guidelines for yourself, getting prepared, putting on your armor. And these guidelines are either with the other person or the other, the other party, whoever that is, but also within yourself, where you're like, okay, this is what this is what I will expect, and this is what I am willing to take, but everything else I won't take. And if this isn't given, then I'm okay with cutting the cords. But I feel here with this look in the book that you are taking time for you to, and you're not being as, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not being as willing to meet the person halfway anymore, because it feels like you have been meeting them halfway and then some, for quite some time. It feels here like you're like, I'm not meeting you halfway anymore. It's now for you to step it up and meet me halfway or further, because I'm kind of done. I'm not putting forth as much effort, unless you're willing to absolutely do it. That's what I'm getting here. I know that's very specific, but that's what's coming through. So I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah, like I said, you're taking time for you. You're taking time for you. And again, somebody needs to meet you halfway, is what it feels like. Yeah. You're starting to find that balance within yourself. Yeah. Something made you feel like, listen, I don't know what happened, but it feels like you ultimately decided very, very quickly. I don't feel like this is an unforeseen action or anything like that. I just feel like this is something that happened quickly. And even though it may not have been really quickly, it feels like, there's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance. We have the Lovers right here. So this may have been in regards to a relationship or partnership, but it feels like there's an imbalance here. This person makes you feel inadequate or you're not enough because you're putting forth all of the effort. So you're letting that go. You're like, or not that you're letting it go, I should say, you recognize it for what it is. And perhaps that's what makes you say, no, I'm not. Even though I don't want to let this go, I need you to make that decision. It feels like you're making those boundaries here. So good for you. I'm glad that you're setting your boundaries, but I'm not really sure here with you guys where your mindset is. Genuinely, I don't. So I do want some advice for you guys. Okay. It feels like you need to shut them out. Yeah. Start focusing on you. shut this person out. Focus on you. Keep focusing on you and shut them out, because they're either going to step up or step out. Okay? But start with baby steps. Okay? If you see the potential of them learning, growing, adjusting, sure. Otherwise, if there's no potential there, then cut it out. This is going to be 50-50 for your energies. I'm not really sure how that's going to go for you guys, but it feels like it's a 50-50 shot, you know, because it's going to depend on the other person, whether they're going to step up or not. And whether you see it as worth staying around for, Cap. All right, Aquarius, we have the Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Revolutionary in reverse, and Hidden Depths. Aquarius, let me tap into your energies real quick, hun. Look what I just flipped to. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. You know, with these cards and that King of Cups so surreptitiously just kind of popping up so nonchalantly, yeah. It feels like you actually might be hearing from somebody you know that, oh, you know, I kind of like you, or oh, I see you as a potential for this position. Is that something that you want? There's something that's unexpected that's aligning quite naturally, just kind of just happens. And I feel like it's actually a very good thing. It's steady. There's nothing like dramatic about this. It just feels very, it's like it eases in. There's nothing crazy about this. It just feels very cool, calm, and collected here. I like that a lot, you guys. I'm going to get some clarifiers here. Things are going to be very easily recognized. If this is a job or a relationship that's coming in for you, that's just like naturally aligning, it feels like it, and I don't feel like it's here yet. I feel like it's coming. It feels like whatever you give into it is going to pour back to you. I told you, it feels very balanced, very good. There's no friction here. This just feels comfortable. Not to say that there isn't any, or there won't be any challenges. There's always going to be challenges in everything you do. But this feels like the path of least resistance, but it also feels good. It's almost like, is it really this easy? And yeah, it does. It just feels like it's going to be that easy. Like it's going to be very easily recognizable. It just kind of, it's a beautiful transition. I love this very much. I love this transition. And you recognize it. You're like, oh, I see that now. Perhaps you didn't see it before, but when it's brought up, you're like, oh, okay. I like that. I really like that. Good for you, Aquarius. All right. All right, Pisces. Where am I going? Two of Swords, Goddess Hoya. Two of Swords in reverse, Goddess Hoya in reverse. Get Creative in reverse, and Magical Gateway. All right, Pisces, let me go ahead and connect with your energies real quick. Pisces, it feels like you have freed yourself from a situation that may have kept you in the dark, or you didn't recognize all of it, all of the details. You know, perhaps you didn't realize that somebody around you wasn't the best person, but now you see that they're not the best person, or that a situation wasn't the best. Or, you know, let's say you're buying a home and perhaps you were going to put a bidding on a house. Perhaps you did, but perhaps it didn't work out. But now maybe you were upset about it, right? But it feels like now you're like, you know what? I'm kind of glad that it didn't work out, because it felt like it had to be so much more work than necessary. And I feel like whatever that situation is in your life is actually a blessing. So whatever didn't work out for you, whether it's getting a job or a relationship or whatever that was for you, you know, you not getting a house, you know, just because it was the right price and you were kind of settling for it, but it kind of fell through. It was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise. I feel like something better is out there for you. I don't know about right around the corner, but it's something is better out there for you. Yeah. Yeah. You may not have seen the reasons why, but believe it's actually a blessing. And I like the fact that this Page of Pentacles is here to clarify the Two of Swords. You're like, you know, that's kind of a relief. All right, we'll start from square one. And then let's say we'll go to the house situation that I was getting. It doesn't have to be a house situation. That's just the analogy that I'm going with, the example I'm going with. You're like, all right, I'm starting from square one. I'll go house hunting again and find out. And then the right house comes around. You know, the right house at the right price, the right situation. All right. Whatever this looks like for you, it doesn't have to be a house, but I like the fact that that's what showed up. So that's really, 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 really good. I like this, Pisces. Well done. All right, Aries. So again, if you're in a situation and you're bummed out about it, that it didn't work out, recognize it as a blessing in disguise. All right. That's the key takeaway. Aries, a Ace of Coins in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, surrender, motivation in reverse. All right, Aries. It feels here that either something that you wanted to happen, or it just feels like there's something that you wanted to happen, whatever that is, whether it's getting a job or, you know, a relationship, or a partnership, or something. You know, a side business. I'm getting for some of you that this could be some sort of side hustle or a business. It doesn't have to necessarily be a side hustle, it could just be a business. And it feels here that you're not overly joyed about the lack of progress here that's happening. And, you know, or, you know, let's say this is a you know, you're trying to eat healthy, you're trying to lose weight, and you're not getting the you're not hitting the marks the way you wanted to, and perhaps you're a little bit upset about this. Whatever that looks like for you, just chill. Okay, just relax for a little bit, surrender. All right, not everything comes to you instantaneously. Okay, not everything comes to you instantaneously. Don't lose your motivation towards something just because it's not growing at the speed that you want it to, or just because it's not coming at the time you want it to, or whatever this looks like for you. Don't lose motivation because you're not expanding the way you would like to. Okay, these came out like this. It actually came out this way. But either way, it's not really going to matter. The story is still the same. We have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck in reverse. And this is talking about that if you don't balance out those thoughts that are going on internally, you can't create the momentum that you want in the external. You have to control your thoughts and your emotions in order for things to bring about that law of attraction, okay? Because what you think is what you bring, okay? Don't worry about the lack of growth, okay? Don't worry about the lack of growth. If you don't give in, you can't expand. If you don't give in, surrender, give in. And what I mean by give in to the universe, give in to the way that things need to happen. So just because you're not growing at the speed that you want to grow doesn't mean that you're not growing. It just means that you have to release the idea of how things and the speed and the rate that things need to happen. That end result, expect the end result, but don't expect it in your timeline, okay? Because when you are fighting against your internal self, or when you're fighting against yourself and the way you're thinking, it brings about the whatever the outcome is. So again, if you have unrest within in thoughts, then you're not going to have, if you have unrest in thought, then you're going to have unrest in expansion. You can't expand if your thoughts are negative. You know, if they don't just jive, okay? If you are constantly against yourself, you cannot expect to grow. This has got to be like this. The same as this. This is how you need to be, right? Unrested thoughts, right? Unpeaceful thoughts, no growth. Peaceful thoughts, growth. I understand that it's difficult to do, to cut out the negative thoughts, right? Take it a step at a time though, all right? You don't have to banish negative thoughts completely 100% of the time. Take it a step at a time, okay? All right, who do we have next? Taurus, we have 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Trust, Life Energy. All right, Taurus, allow me to connect with the energy. Taurus, I feel like we've discussed this before for you. I'm not 100% certain, but it feels like you feel that something has held you back. Whether it's an external situation, you know, a partner, and by external situation, this could be a supervisor that has not allowed you to, or has overlooked you, has not allowed you, but has overlooked you for a promotion or whatever that looks like, or for a different position, or if this is your own negativity that is keeping you back, or a partner, as far as a relationship is concerned, is holding you back. Whatever your thoughts are, I'm not really sure whether it's you, an external factor, whatever this looks like. It feels like there is something that's holding you back. And it's like you're wanting to do more because you're like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Perhaps you're ready to do something. But again, it feels like you're being overlooked. But I feel like if you are being overlooked, it's because I feel that wherever you are, whatever it is you're doing is not right for you. It's not aligned for you. It's not the right thing for you. So you have to recognize it for what it is. If you're trying to do something, but you don't know what it is yet, you have to just trust that the right idea is going to come to you. The right situation is going to come to you, whatever that looks like for you. Let me get some clarity here for your cards. Yeah, you're definitely not happy with the lack of growth. It also feels here that you remember I said like an idea is going to come to you. Feels like you're like, all right, when is this going to come? Or perhaps you have an idea already. You know that it has potential, but you don't know how to bring that forward. I feel like that's going to come, and you just have to trust that it's going to come to you. Yeah. Trust trust that your wish fulfillment can for sure come true. You have to let go of this, right? You have to let go of this. See things clearly, right? You have to see both sides of the situation. You have to see your part in it, and then also trust that things are going to happen for you, right? But those all start in the thought process, okay? So allow it to happen. And remember, there's 2 9s here, 9 and 9. And by the way, I know that this is 6, but you do that, it looks like the 9. Doesn't really matter. We have 2 9s. Point is that the number 9 talks about release and letting go. So release and let go, Taurus. Release and let go so the right thing comes. Gemini, we have 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups, strength, manifestation. Gemini, it feels here that you have gone through some some battles and some struggles for sure, where it feels like you're trying to put the pieces back together. It's like you're trying to maneuver your way around, you know, Schitt's Creek here. Whatever this situation is or was, it feels like you're trying to manage your way around it. But it feels like there is a calm energy that's coming your way. I don't know what this calm energy is. It could be a person, it could be a situation. It could just be a really calm time of in your life. Because we have this Queen of Cups and the Strength card. And if you look at this, look at the similarities in energies. And that, or in the shapes here. It feels like there is a beautiful cohesion. And it feels like it's something that you manifested or just something that the universe is bringing your way. Because this feels really cool, calm. Here's your end of struggles. That's funny. But you have to let go of the thoughts. If you're, let's say, you know, let's say you're a homebody, you know, if this is talking about meeting somebody, then you can't meet somebody if you're just at home. If this is talking about a job, well, you can't just get a job if you're just staying at home and not filling out applications or redoing your resume or getting out there and just talking to people. Sometimes, you know, you can come across the right situation just by getting out, and, you know, sometimes you just stumble across people, you know, and the right things just happen. Told you, this just feels right. This just feels right. This together feels really lovely. This could be a feminine energy, and this is the masculine energy. Whatever this is beautiful. I really, 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 really like this. And I even love the fact that we have the little banner here. It looks like there's a connection. Like, I don't feel like this has happened, but I feel like it's going to happen. But I feel like there's a connection, possibly in the ethereal, and then it's going to happen here on the earthly realms here. I feel like it's coming here with this Chariot. I just allow it to come. But you can't just stay at home. Hold on, this card flipped. Didn't I tell you there's a beautiful balance here? I love this balance. There's a beautiful balance here. And I do feel like it's karmic. Remember I said, like, it felt like there is like the universe is bringing this to you. It's like divination. There's either something that you manifested and has yet happened, or just divine timing, or the universe is just gifting you with this. But it feels like it's karmic. It really does feel like it's karmic. And I love that this is the Chariot that happens, because look at remember I was talking about feminine and masculine. Look at, doesn't that look beautiful? And I love that we have the wheel here. It's almost like this is the Wheel of Fortune. And look, I love this card. I really do love this card. This is the first time I noticed the Chariot being this beautiful. And I see it for more than just being the Chariot. I'm getting energies of it being more than just a Chariot. I really like this for you guys. Good job. Good job, Gemini. All right. Cancer. We have the Four of Swords, Six of Pentacles in reverse, manifest in reverse, and transformation. Cancer, let me go ahead and connect with these energies. We have 4 of Swords. Honestly, it feels like you're just exhausted. It just feels like you're exhausted and you need some time out to almost recreate yourself again. Like get back into a rhythm, because it feels like your energies are depleted. Some of you just need to take a nap. Some of you just need to take a staycation and turn off every electronic, turn off the lights, and just relax. Some of you need to go out into nature and disconnect from the world. Either way, it's funny how I said disconnect with the world and the connection card comes up. It's like you need to realign yourself, reconnect with yourself. I just feel exhausted here. I know that the 4 of Swords talks about, you know, peace and tranquility, but I feel like you're lacking peace and tranquility. But I feel like it can come to you, or you can obtain it once again, but you have to disconnect. Disconnect to connect. Focus on you. Focus on you. Do you see what I'm talking about? Focus on you so that you can obtain that which you are not connecting with. So that you can come into a new cycle of life. So you can transform. Literally what I just said. Spirit does not get it wrong. So you can have that energy again. I mean, whoo! Right. That just fell. That's okay. Okay, we're good. So you can have that energy again. I love it. I love it. All right, Cancer. Everybody, I hope this did resonate. If it did, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Until we meet again, have yourself an amazing day. Bye.